What's up, everyone? This is Ian, your purveyor of young classics, cars that haven't fully realized their value yet, but that are right on the cusp of doing so. And what I have for you today is a 1977 beautiful Cadillac Coupe Deville, the coupe baby, in the beautiful black paint with dark burgundy interior. This is the color combo that you want if you want a Cadillac. Everybody wants the big black Cadillac and the big black Lincoln, but even the Cadillac more so. This is the big body car. Everything that you see on here, all of the trim is in fantastic shape. Let me tell you, if you were something in the 70s, what you wanted was a Cadillac. There was Mercedes back then, BMW was just barely starting to get known, there were Imperials, but when a man had made it, he wanted to have a Cadillac. That was the dream of most men when they had really made it. This particular car has been in St. Louis for what we can tell its whole life. It's corrosion free, probably a one, maybe two owner car at most. As you can see, all of the paint shines beautifully. The top is in amazing shape. All of the trim pieces, those filler panels there are in just beautiful shape. They're not all torn up, as you know. On most of these Cadillacs, those filler panels are just torn to pieces, or they're just completely missing most of the time. These are 90% present and accounted for in excellent condition. All of the main filler panels are in perfect condition. There's a few little ones that I'll show you that could stand replacement, but the car is fine the way it is. As you can see, all of those hubcaps are 100% original Cadillac hubcaps. This thing has not been donked out, cut up, trashed out in any kind of way just to have big wheels on it. All of the trim is present and accounted for. That trim is very expensive to find and replace when you have to. The chrome looks amazing on this car. It's just all a beautiful presentation. You know, when you have a one or two owner car, you have a car that people took better care of because they paid more for it. And that just shows. As you can see here on the windshield, there is a sales tax receipt from 1986 sticker here on the windshield. So this car, at the very least, has been in the St. Louis area since 1986. Look at this hood. This hood is just beautiful. Just amazing paint quality on this car. Now, I do think that this black paint was refinished at some point in time. It may be original, but to the best that I can tell, I would err on the side of having had a quality refinish at some point. The paint is just in beautiful shape. The rest of the car goes along with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, that was a quick once around, now I'm going to give you a more detailed once around, showing you any little flaws or anything that I've been able to find. There ain't much to speak of on this car, let me tell you. The lights here, all of the lights are in excellent shape. There is no cracking, no fading, no crazing, nothing of that sort. These little wing lights here, all of that stuff works. High beams, turn signals, it's all functional. Look at that chrome. That chrome is just clean enough that you could eat off of it. Now, these little filler panels down here are a little faded, but they're present. They're not missing. Usually they're missing. Everything else up here up front is great. No cracking in this beautiful Cadillac egg crate grille. The emblem up here is in great shape. Hood ornament. Everything up here just looks really good. You've got a little bit of separation of these plastic rubbery pieces here. A guy could really just screw that down and fix it. I don't think it needs to be replaced. As you can see, this one's already been done by someone. This here is the access port for the key, if I can get it moved over. That's the access port for a specialized key for a dealer-installed alarm system. It's got a really neat magnetic catch to it. When you close it, that's what keeps it closed. The alarm is all there. I don't have the key for that. One guy could probably have that made if he wanted to. Look at the trim. Look how straight that trim is all the way across. A friend of mine told me that a black car does not lie, and he is absolutely right. This is just beautiful. I'm kind of disappointed that today is not a sunny day in a way, because on sunny days you can really see that reflection come off the car, but it's actually better for you in a way because a cloudy day is more apt to bring out whatever little defects there might be. So let's start up here. There's a little ding here, couple of dings, little dings down here in this lower panel. Hard to see really, but they're down there. That's really all there is to speak of on this side that I can see. As you can see, just going down the side here, little paint spot right there, that's not any kind of corrosion, just looks like the surface paint came off. The tires and wheels over here are in great shape. I left everything on this car as original as possible because I believe the car is a survivor, and I want to leave it as complete and original as possible. For example, these little mud flaps here, those are probably not Cadillac original parts, but you know what? It speaks to the provenance of the car. I left all of that stuff alone, and it has the mud flaps on both sides. Chrome back here looks great. A little spot down here I could touch up for you guys, but rather just leave everything alone. Trunk looks really good. As you can see, a little chip spot there. Everything just looks real nice back here. Look at these tail lamps. They are as vibrantly red as the day they came out of the factory, man. It is just amazing. This panel back here, on most domestic cars of this era, this stuff back here really gets rusted out. And it's one of the first places people look to determine if there's any kind of corrosion on a car. This one is dry. Everything looks good. Look at that back tag back there. I'll show you that later. Everything looks good back here. Paint looks great. This side, all of these pieces here are in great shape. The lens is good. Everything is just real nice. Same story going down this side. Nothing really to speak of. Little ding here. This top is in amazing shape. I have never seen a top this nice. Everything is there. There's no tears, rips, cracks, stains, nothing. It's a beautiful top. That really tells you that a car has been kept inside when that top is like that, because they simply do not last that way. All of the little emblems and stuff are in great shape. I love these Coupe Deville emblems. Whew, boy, this car is really a keeper. Oh, you got a little scratchy thing here. A couple little dents here. A little scratch there. Everything just looks really good all the way down on both sides. There's your filler panel on this side. I don't know if I showed you that already. As you can see, the car is just straight. Black does not lie. This little guy works. This power antenna works. I'll show you that in a minute. All of your chrome is in great shape. You can see a little gasket jizz kind of coming out there to keep the water out from inside the door. Both sides are like that. This chrome all around the window moldings is in beautiful shape too. This glass is all original. Now you'll see over there is, hard to tell, but there is a little tiny star at the base of the windshield. It's out of the driver's view. By the way, look at this dash. This dash is completely crack-free, no damage at all. That's what you want right there. Little star over there in the windshield, but otherwise, this glass, another thing that's an indicator of a car that's been well cared for. None of these windows have been replaced at any point, and you can tell that because they are the original GM soft ray glass all the way around. So that's pretty much your once around, your twice around. I'm going to go inside now and show you the interior. Hopefully I've got enough light to get you a decent interior shots here. Look at this chrome trim around these door moldings. It's just beautiful. Look at these doors too. Now this is where the story really starts to get kind of crazy here. These door panels are notorious for warpage and tearing and splitting here when people sweat is on these arm pad things, and that one, I've never seen anything like that. Look at the chrome on the door switches and the door handle here. Everything is just beautiful. All of these pieces are present and accounted for. This stuff is hard to find and really annoying to replace. A little bit of wear on the rubber strip here. I haven't noticed any kind of water intrusion or anything like that. A guy would probably just leave that alone. This here is a original service sticker from Jim Lynch Cadillac. This one dates back to 1988, and another indication of that this car has really been here its whole life. That was at 52K. Car only has 76K now. I don't know if I've told you that yet. You can see that right there. 76,317 right now. These floor mats are not original, but hey, guess what? You get free floor mats. I'm going to leave those in there for you. The carpet underneath the floor mats is in beautiful shape. Look at that. No staining, no tearing or rips. It's just beautiful. All of this stuff is really nice and tight in here. No corrosion down here. very common to get corrosion on these filler panels down here. You don't see anything like that. A little bit of damage there or something on that chrome piece, but otherwise just an amazing, amazing shape. This is real solid all in here. Just the areas that you look for to see where there's damage and stuff. So what you have here is a dark burgundy interior. I love this color because usually in this era you had some wild stuff. It was fun. You had plaid greens and plaid pinks and plaid red, all kinds of crazy stuff. This is a very muted dark burgundy color that accents the black exterior just beautifully. So I'll go in here now. It's getting a little windy, so it's probably affecting my audio. I'm going to close the door. As you can see, all of the lights work, exterior and interior. Everything is in amazing shape. Those map lights are working. AC, factory 8-track, those work. I'll show you that in a minute. So going through here, you'll notice that the dash is, look at that dash. I don't know if my focus is coming through there, but that dash is in beautiful shape. The speakers all work. I haven't noticed even any blown speakers, if you can believe that. Everything here is in great shape. The guy added a ring here, I guess, for theft deterrent prevention. Also, that is one of the issues with the vehicle. The lock tumbler on the trunk will open, but the tumbler is missing because it was attempted, it had an attempted theft probably at some point in its life. And so the tumbler is actually missing out of the trunk lid. Guy could replace that easily or just keep it the way it is. The trunk does open and close just fine. If I have enough battery and time here, I will show you that. But suffice it to say, the trunk opens and closes. All of your switches here, all this stuff is just in great shape. Cruise control, cruise works. Everything, for the most part, works. Only a couple of things in this entire interior aren't functioning. One is this guy here, your mechanical clock. That does not work. And your powered door lock on this side does not go up and down. As you can see, the passenger side one works fine. This one does not. You can push it down or you can use the key. Things I'd leave alone. And really the only things I've found that aren't working in the interior. That Cadillac emblem up there, the Deville emblem down below, all of that is present. That stuff is really hard to find. Look at the simulated leather on those door panels. That just looks amazing. Same story with that door over there. Headliner is in amazing shape too. Waiting for my low-level light adjustment to kick in here. Got a little bit of like some pushing in there, just very minor, but it's not sagging, and that's what I really like. There's no sag anywhere in this headliner. It is tight. It is in good shape. Just for the most part, a really, really solid headliner. Everything looks good up there. All of these pieces are in great shape. We just gave the car an oil change and also changed the fan belt for you, so it's ready to go. That was all it needed. That is exactly the way it came to us. And by the way, I am sure if you live in Missouri or any place where there are factory safety inspections, you know that those guys don't screw around. This car passed its safety inspection on the first trip through with no problems. Cars of this age don't have emissions here. All of these little tchotchke things, you know, I'm leaving those because, again, that really goes to show the provenance of the car, that it was loved and cared for by somebody, and that thing says Sacred Heart Auto League there. I thought that was interesting. There's another view of your sticker there for the for the city of St. Louis from 1986. Everything in here, all of the seats are in amazing shape. I'm gonna open the door again so I can show you these seats. All of this padding is in wonderful shape. There is no tears, no cracks. The seats are power. They work fine, up, down, in, out. All of this stuff works. All of these pieces are in great shape. Seat belts are in great shape. Everything is just really nice. Look at these beautiful appliques here on the back of the seat. I really miss this on the newer Cadillacs, stuff like this that you just don't see anymore. And all of the seat material is just in nice shape. Back seats, same story. The armrest there is in beautiful shape. Armrests on both sides. None of that damage that I told you about from the big guys that like to ride in Cadillacs and get those things cracked up. These seats are just in amazing shape. And you'll see, look at that deck lid. Look at that, just amazing. So, for those of us that like big cars, this is just about as nice as it gets. This is a great car. You can just drive every day and fully enjoy at a price that is hard to beat, really, for a car of this caliber. And so what we'll do now, I'm going to go on the other side and give you a quick interior peek from there. My name is Ian. My number is 415-484-2267. That's my Google Voice number. That'll reach me on the computer, the phone, the home phone. Heck, that thing will even text me if you leave me a voicemail. So that's your passenger side story there. Nothing really to report because it's all in great shape. This rubber is actually even a little bit nicer than the driver's rubber, which is very common. And as you can see, the door is just beautiful. Beautiful all in down here. No corrosion to speak of there. This chrome piece down here is in great shape. And actually, while I've still got some light, let's take a look underneath the car real quick. And I think you'll see that the story continues down there. Wait for my low-level light adjustment here. Look at that. Just beautiful all the way around. That looks to be a newer stainless steel exhaust. Can't say for sure that that's new, but it sure looks that way. No rust down here. Just a car. You know, 3/4 of a car's condition you can really just tell by going underneath. And I always look underneath these cars when I find these little finds. When I find them, I always like to look underneath because this really tells the story of what you're getting. And this one is just in beautiful, beautiful shape. So that's your underside there. There's your tires. Got probably 70 to 80% probably tread on that still. Inside the wheel wells looks great. All of these pieces down here are in great shape. Just beautiful. So now I'm gonna take you for a quick ride and we'll let you see how she runs. Oh, actually, you know what? I gotta show you under the hood because that story is just as impressive as the exterior and certainly this beautiful interior. Hood springs up beautifully the way it should. Look at that. Even this liner underneath is in perfect shape. Never been removed. It's just great. Hood itself is all solid. No kind of corrosion or other issues. Hood's just in great shape. Just for the age of this car is just amazing. It's just a time capsule. There's your under the hood. All of your stuff is, you know, we don't clean our car engines because we want them to come across the way they came to us. And as you can see, this one is really just very clean for a car that's been driven on a somewhat regular basis over these past 35 years. Everything. There's your alarm right there. So there's your under the hood. Newer battery here. So the car was at least maintained and driven every once in a while, as it should have been. It didn't just sit and rot. Here's your factory air right here. Isn't that amazing? Look at all these hoses, all corrosion-free, no corrosion down here in the motor. We just put a new belt on there for you, and just had the oil change. So that's under the hood. So now I'm going to take you for a quick ride. Listen to that American metal sound. It's amazing. Now I'm going to take you for a quick ride. Show you how this thing, look at these pedals. These pedals are in great shape too. I'm going to take you for a quick ride, show you everything works. And if I can find my key. Look at these keys. These keys are great. There's your keys. So you can see it says Jim Lynch Cadillac. That dealer is not here anymore. I believe they've closed. Those are all of your original key set right there, with the exception of that little alarm key. So I'm going to start her up. Starts right up. This is a carbureted car. This is not fuel injected, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff with computers or anything like that. This is just as classic as they get. Starts right up. No warning lights. That will go out in just a second. That's your seatbelt light. Everything works. Radio, that's the radio that you're hearing. There, your antenna just went up. I wanted to catch that, but I missed it. But it's working. Air is cold. This is actually kind of a warm day here. I'm about to run out of time, so I'm just going to go quick and show you how beautifully this thing drives. Just Ooh, that pinky steering. Man, that's just amazing. And there it is, up to 30 like it ain't no thing on this little road. Does pull to the right a little bit. I may have that corrected, or I may leave it alone, not sure yet. I really just kind of want to leave this car the way it is, and I don't really want anybody messing with it. So that is the only issue I've noticed, other than the antenna and the power lock. So there she goes. There is nothing more amazing than having that huge, beautiful hood up in front of you with that Cadillac wreath and crest up there. Or that Cadillac crest, I should say. They didn't even have the wreath around it at this point. Transmission shifts beautifully. Radio works. I'm going to get off of here now because my battery is about to die and it's telling me I've got a minute left. So I want to close off, say my name's Ian, 415-484-2267. Give me a call on this beautiful Cadillac and put it in your driveway today. Have a great one, and thanks a lot.